Sigma balls chat Lebron jam. Poggies. Dab Adelaide's good. Six months. Hassle, 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 hassle. Pie. Seven months, let's go. Day fiance poggers. Poggies. Free Palestine. raid. Hi chat, love you. Hi chat, Hass. Shout out Boo Boo Bennett for leading me to your stream, Hass.
What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon. No matter where you are in the world, I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the Hasanabi broadcast coming to you live from very gray, very dark California, Los Angeles. We are live and alive, folks. We are live and alive, and I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. It is
Have a good time.
Saturday, May 15th, 2021, 11:34 a.m. What is she doing back there? You just want to be on camera. Look at that. You just want to be on camera. Anyway, it's fucking not sunny at all in California, Los Angeles. It's so dark out, dude. It sucks. I'm bummed out about how fucking dark it is out here. It's just like we get one day of sunlight, and I thought, we're back, baby. We're freaking back. Turns out we are not back. Anyway, I have Instagram voice permanently. Of course, the reason for why I have Instagram voice permanently right now is because I'm fucking hungover. I ended the broadcast early last night. As you guys know, to take my mom to the MRI. Like, it's not, it sounds scarier than it actually is, because, it's fucking Friday night MRI at the hospital. Like, it's not like that. She just has sciatica and just trying to figure out what the problem is. So MRI was the next step. It's not a big deal. But for that reason, I had to end early, I guess, at like 9 hours, because I was planning on playing some fucking games and stuff today.
Hey parasocial friend, my girlfriend broke up with me last night and I really don't know how to handle myself. You help me every day intellectually and otherwise. I really appreciate you, dude. Hi chat.
My girlfriend broke up with me last night. I don't know how to handle myself. Dude, good riddance. You see the shit on Biden? It's so dumb. I haven't seen anything, dude. Chasing sciatica pain for 5 years now. Still no answers, no diagnose. Hope your mom gets on so she can solve her pain. Yeah, it's really fucking whack. Dude, IGN is fucking woke now. It's crazy, dude. This is like... Listen, no, we're gonna do news today. Sorry, don't rage for the no news, because there will be some news. But let me just say something, okay? I'm not gonna get into the news yet. I don't want to talk about the news yet. I know that they fucking struck a press building this morning. We're gonna talk about that. I'm aware. They removed it? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, god damn it, dude. What the fuck? Oh, I guess they removed the Palestinian flag, though. Last night, they had the fucking straight up Palestinian flag up, boys. That was crazy. Listen to me, dude. Last night, I'm in fucking bed. And I'm thinking like, I must be drunk right now. Like I gotta be drunk. I just saw, like a friend of mine sends me a message. Last night, a friend of mine sends me a message, like from just a screenshot of the fucking Palestinian flag next to IGN. I'm like, what? Like, what kind of meme is this? Like, what are we talking about? And then I actually fucking go to the website, and oh my god, dude. And GameSpot too, like, what the fuck is going on? They had a fucking, they literally straight had like a Palestinian flag next to their IGN logo. That's crazy.
We are a household of
Let me just say something. IGN Israel was not vibing with this. How to help Palestinian civilians? Dear netizens, we were also amazed to discover this morning a misleading and confusing donation campaign focused on the American IGN website. It's important for us to emphasize that we condemn this action and we did not take part in it or were aware of it. We at IGN Israel support the Israel state, obviously, and support the IDF soldiers who are doing everything to keep us all safe through these tough days. We are working in all possible ways to remove this misleading content from the American edition, which does not represent the views of any IGN editors. No, I am going to do news today, man. We're going to talk about it, dude. What, you think I'm not going to do news when fucking Israel wiped out the fucking building where the Associated Press and Al Jazeera is in? Like, are you fucking crazy? Of course. Okay.
Thanks for
IGN Israel
Free Palestine
talking about working to remove content from IGN America is literally, I'm sorry, is literally exactly the same as like APAC being like, sorry, if you fucking say you like BDS, we're gonna shoot you in a rocket. Oh, sorry, American citizen who said they support Palestine. You are not going to be hired anymore. Like, this is literally the same shit, dude. Like, what's going on? It's your IGN Israel. You're not like the fucking, you're not APAC, okay? Like, you're not dealing with fucking Dianne Feinstein actually is literally the, I don't know why my brain went there. Dianne Feinstein is the only fucking, one of the few anti, well, not anti, but anti-BDS legislation people.
Stand in solidarity with our Palestinian brothers and sisters who will be there to stand with us.
35 states, boys. It's pro-free speech. She's like fucking dog shit otherwise and a goddamn fossil, but she is literally pro-free speech. I work for one of the news orgs in that building, and watching this go down live was heartbreaking, and the propaganda following was even worse. We're gonna get to that in a second, dude. It's one of the most psychotic fucking things I've ever seen. Literally calling up like authorities on the Israeli side and being like, can we please at least get the expensive news equipment out before you bomb our building? Is like, we're gonna watch it in a second, okay? It's just nuts. It's just fucking nuts. How are you feeling after your shot yesterday? I got my shot 2 days ago. I felt like dog shit the night of. 10 hours later, I was fucking getting fevers and shit. And I feel terrible right now because I drank last night. So anyway, as I was saying, last night I finally hung out with some friends. We'll do personal news in a second, or right now actually, and then we'll get back to the Israel-Palestine stuff. But let me just say something, okay? So, personal news wise, last night I, take my mom to MRI, brought her back to her place, and then I linked up with Will, okay? And we went and we hung out. We hung out with some friends, and I drank, and I was around other people, and like, around other people that are like strangers, you know what I mean? And I thought to myself, like, what the fuck? This is a weird situation. Like, I'm just like around people that I don't fucking think, I don't know you. Are we gonna fight? Like, it's just, I don't know. I just like, I've lost it is what I'm saying. Okay. Like the fight or flight kicked in, boys. I don't know what's going on. Like, I just, what do you do when you see people that you don't know? You just, Anyway, I lost my fucking frame is what I'm saying. Okay, I lost my frame. Hassan has a lady friend now. Yes, her name is Fiona. And she's the prettiest little baby. She's wagging her Fiona is current. You know what? I'm gonna fucking put this on my Instagram story right now because she's so fucking cute. She's sleeping on the anime body pillow currently. Anyway. On. What a cutie. You like the anime body pillow, Fiona? She didn't even choose mine. Like, she just chose this one. Anyway, here. Oh, if you want to see it, you got to go to my Instagram, boys. Hasanabi Piker. Let's go. Hit a fucking follow, too. Wisecrack agreed with you about Legend of Korra? Shut the fuck up. Wisecrack just did a Legend of Korra video? Dude, what is going on, dude? I don't understand, like... That's kind of crazy. Wait, hold on. Fiona Cam? No, I don't have cat cam, dog cam did. I will say that I haven't watched your streams properly in like a week or so since I've been kind of going out safely and all. I finally have a life now. Lec W. Yeah, but you're a Lec W user, so what kind of life do you really have? You know what I mean? Anyway, okay. Here, I posted it on my... I posted on my Instagram story if you want to go see it. Anyway. So. Where the fuck was I? What was I talking about? Oh, personal news. Yeah. Dude, I swear to God, my legs are fucked, boys. We walked 0.8 miles from a house to an open air like bar, which is still like outdoors, and it was actually kind of cool. It like reminded me of the bars in Turkey that would just straight play like music videos. 0.8 miles. And right now, like a beer garden, yeah. And right now, dude, my fucking legs are shot, dude. They're just like, they're fucking gone. Fiona is not on your Instagram story. I just uploaded it. Shut the fuck up, dude. It's gonna come up in a second. Hold on. I literally just uploaded it. Oh, it's still uploading. Sorry. Legit watch stories, but no dog. Okay, I just uploaded it. It's fine now.
Just figured out how to send a message with my sublimount.
Are you starting to do indoor public stuff more often? Not necessarily. I mean, I haven't increased the amount of like indoor public activities that I do. I just still go to the gym, and that's pretty much it. But it just, like I said, dude, it fucked me up. Okay, it fucked me up. Only 0.8 miles. I didn't know Hasanabi was a pussy ass soy boy. Like drinking and then walking. I don't know how to describe it. It's just like, it literally fucking, it ruined me. I mean, it's not like the end of the world. It's not terrible. It's not as bad as like when I play basketball, but it was still terrible. How often you go to the gym? I go to the gym pretty much every day. But the problem is like, going to the gym is nothing if you fucking sit around on your ass all day. Like, the amount of additional like workout that you basically get from like literally standing up and walking around, but an entire night of standing up and an entire night of walking around, it's just like, I don't have that kind of endurance, dude. Anyway, start doing cardio. Just fucking Christ. 0.8 of a mile isn't far at all. I sprained my MCL, hammy, and brace, and walking a mile and a half.
Got a job in my field. Your boy is finally a microbiologist. Anyways, hope you all have a great day.
Good shit, Nicola Testes, boy.
Anime body pillow cam.
Good shit, dude. Look at that. Anyway, you are tight. My mom said my mom said you didn't have endurance. Yeah, I don't. I literally don't. It's true. Your mom is right. So anyway, where was I? Okay, so yeah, all of that shit fucked me up, and then I had to wake up like real early. I had to in the middle of the night though, and I'm gonna fucking tweet out that I'm live. I'm blasting that I'm live already because like we're gonna talk about this is a good segue into talking about like what actually I saw in my drunken state. So I'm in fucking bed.
19 months.
And my friend sends me a text message and is like, yo, check this shit out. And it's the fucking IGN logo with the Palestinian flag next to it. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Turns out IGN's doing like a fucking charity run on how to help Palestinian civilians. Like, it's crazy. And now GameSpot's doing one. And I just gotta say, boys, like, this is turning into like last year's Black Lives Matter protests all around the world. And it is wild to see. Like, this is, for me, this is significantly more impactful than, you know, celebrities just like tweeting out support or anything like that. Like, when you start seeing brands recognize the existence of Palestinian humans and recognize the existence of Palestine, that's crazy. That is a significant blow dealt to Zionist propaganda. It is wild. I've never seen this shit. I've never seen shit like this, dude. At least, like, listen, here's the thing I will tell you, okay? A lot of people will now turn around and say, like, oh, it's profitable now or it's commoditized. Well, at least you know this motherfucker's been talking about it for years before it was fucking commoditized or profitable to do so. As a matter of fact, it was actually the opposite. It was not very good for you to talk about these sorts of things. Too divisive, too complex. Okay? So it's wild to see.
Palestine, let's go.
IGN, one of the largest gaming networks, tweets in support of Palestine, adds a Palestinian flag to its main page. Like, that's crazy to me, dude. That's wild.
Poggers.
To be honest, though, like, straight up, I mean, don't let like white people tell you anything about this. Like, I'm pretty sure Palestinians appreciate that, considering how little attention they've gotten their entire fucking lives. That's all I'm gonna say.
7 months.
Because like,
greetings from South Africa. I loved your Elaine
like,
reaction
for the most part, they are so used to just being oppressed and never having any sort of recognition, not only for their struggle, but even their fucking humanity. So this kind of stuff this is big, dude. This is like fucking huge from my point of view, which is like, obviously, you know, it's not personal beyond like, you know, I grew up in Turkey and I'm a Muslim. So it's like, it's a little bit different, but, from my point of view, like, I've never seen, I'm pretty sure that's fake. It's not. I literally took a screenshot myself. It is literally not fake. I saw it with my own two goddamn eyes, motherfucker. They took down the flag now, but that flag was there, okay? I know for a fact. I double checked. When someone sent me that shit, I was like, what? As a Palestinian, this is absolutely true. When I first discovered Hassan, I was actually shocked that he was able to talk about Palestine like this. Yeah. Anyway. Check this out. MSNBC saying shit they never would have said a year ago. This shit would have gotten him fired faster than you can say APAC.
Are at best.
Holy shit. Okay, let me just tweet out that I'm live. We'll start looking at this. Daycare is open. We're talking IGN's support for Palestine. The AP building that just got demolished with rockets in Gaza, and then we'll move to fun stuff like P.O. Box and okay, bud. Get in now. www.twitch.tv.
In 1 year I went from being a political frog to a variety frog. What a year.
Okay. It's crazy that we even have to applaud a company for acknowledging the existence of Palestinian people. I mean, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Okay.
Third-class citizens. Palestinians are, at best, third-class citizens in the nation of their birth. The idea that it's even remotely controversial to call what Israel has imposed on Palestinians a form of apartheid is laughable. One look at a current map of Israel, Gaza, and the occupied territories conjures up only one other example: apartheid-era South Africa. The Israeli government, on an ongoing basis, declares parcels of land on which Palestinians live to be either of military or archaeological importance, causing residents to be evicted. Sometimes there's a court case, and almost always the Palestinians lose. Yet months or weeks later, that same important land suddenly becomes home to a brand new Israeli settlement. As more and more Jewish settlers take over land on which Arabs live, the occupied West Bank becomes de facto more Israeli and, in the explicit hopes of the Israeli government, more Jewish. This is a long-standing attempt and a deliberate attempt to force Arabs who have lived in that land, sometimes for hundreds of years, out. It's an attempt to dilute their presence, because to have Arabs as full participants is, in the opinion of the Israeli government and their courts, diluting Israel. Just prior.
Yeah, there's more to it, obviously. As Phil Aesthetics points out, it's not even just territorial. There are reports in the UN showing control of their resources. So Israel controls their fishing, especially in the Gaza Strip, obviously, where they have full, complete control over the Gaza Strip. It's the world's largest open-air prison. Their agriculture is controlled. Their water is controlled. Their sewage is controlled. And not only that, but, like, that's just daily life. Like, that part of the Palestinian experience, the Palestinian life, is just the daily controls of the occupation that fucking wears you out every single day that you're alive, right? That part is just, you know, that's just the normal shit. And then on top of that, you have all this other extraordinary acts of cruelty that are deliberate in nature, very pointed, very deliberate.
I spent an hour and a half traveling alongside an elderly Palestinian woman who was being transferred between 3 ambulances from Gaza to the no man's land in between and then into Israel to get cancer treatment. 3 ambulances over the course of 1 mile, more than an hour to cross the border. That's how Gazans live. Without medical treatment because Israel prevents it. Without electricity much of the time because Israel prevents it. Without the ability to fish in the Mediterranean Ocean because Israel prevents it.
Israel's been doing this for years, but no one was talking about it. What has changed? No, I was talking about it. Plenty of people in leftist circles. Dude, yes, I have considered doing a charity stream for Palestinian relief efforts. Please stop fucking spamming it. Like, please. Yes, yes, yes. Okay? Jesus Christ. Anyway, also, the news has never talked about it. The news hasn't talked about it. The news has rarely ever talked about it, or when they do talk about it, whenever conflict sparks and gets to a point where, like, Israel's just like wiping out Palestinians, they literally talk about it from the point of view of how Israel's correct for doing so, and how all Palestinians are fucking Hamas, and the ones that aren't Hamas are meat shields for Hamas, and all this other shit. I have considered it means not right. No, dumbass. Just, like, let me do my fucking thing, okay? Just let me do my thing. Just shut the fuck up. God damn, dude. God fucking damn it. Jesus Christ. Everybody's got to fucking break away from what I'm talking about to just, like, get their own shit out. No, not only have I considered it, but Felix is doing one right now. And one, I'm going to fucking raid him in the end of the day. And two, before that, I'm going to make a donation. So shut the fuck up, okay? Not XQC, guys. No, of course not XQC. I'm talking about fucking Felix Biederman. God damn, one fucking day, I just want to stream in the way that I want to stream without backseat fucking streaming Andes, dude. It's like, nah, dog, here's what you got to do, okay? Anyway, the difference is it's not even just that there's cameras. There's always been cameras.
Racist thoughts.
I like. There's always been cameras. I don't know what it is, to be honest. I actually don't know why this has gotten to like the coverage has been like still pretty one-sided for the most part. But I don't know what specifically has turned this into a different situation. Social media exists in 2008 and 2014. Didn't fucking matter. Like, I don't know. Israel lost their frame. I think last year's Black Lives Matter protest and the international solidarity against police brutality that that black people are subjected to at a disproportionate rate.
I love you.
I think that like set the ground for international grassroots organization and mobilizing. And social media certainly made it easier to do so. So now you're seeing they're still directly taking down news, refusing to report on protests around the world in solidarity of Palestine. Happened in my city yesterday. Yeah, there's like, I think like, I don't know. I think
thanks for the education.
There's a lot more social media pressure out there. There's a lot more pressure.
Management looking forward to start a business in which I can
it makes me feel hopeful, even for a brief moment. And then the fucking skepticism comes back, and I just immediately remember that, like, in the aftermath of the Black Lives Matter protests, like, it's not like justice was served. Not like systemic racism was toppled or dismantled. It's not like policing as an institution was changed. But David Guetta did end racism, so that's true.
Hey man, big fan.
The stream is shadow banned for me? What the fuck does that mean? I don't know what that means. Like, why are you guys saying this? Like, what do you mean the stream is shadow banned for me? How are you in here then?
Do you think mainstream news will continue to move further towards the Free Palestine POV, or just waiting for an opportunity to return to status quo?
Anyway, let's watch.
Without an airport or a seaport, because Israel prevents it. Like Israelis, Palestinians also have a right to exist and to defend themselves. But there is no one willing to help them do that. Not the Israeli courts and not the U.S. government. What the U.S. also shares with Israel is the belief that Hamas, the political party that governs Gaza, is a terrorist organization that calls for the destruction of Israel. Hamas is supported by the majority of Palestinians in Gaza. Hamas may not be in the best long-term interests of the Gazans, but peace hasn't really worked out for them. Faced with an Israeli government which pens them into what has been called...
Oh my God. Bro, I've literally... What the fuck? Dude, are you kidding me? I say this, okay? I never thought that a dude on MSNBC would just straight up say that. When I say that, motherfuckers on the internet still turn around and go, oh, you're a terrorist supporter. You're literally supporting terrorism. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, I can't believe you're supporting terrorism. This dude is on MSNBC saying it. That's crazy. That is a sea change, dude.
In Gaza, Hamas may not be in the best long...
Unless he immediately gets fired. Like, and he might be. He might actually be fucking getting fired very soon.
Bombing the Gaza Strip.
I've never...
What else should we
like,
be doing?
I was already surprised that they had like actual fucking Palestinians from the West Bank, the occupied territories, speaking on their own personal experiences that was crazy to begin with. Like, that was a wild change of pace. Like, you rarely ever see Palestinians on television like this, okay? It happens,
I love
but like
85 of
when
you.
motherfuckers speak out against Israel, they're just like, oh, you're a supporter of terrorism and you fucking are anti-Semitic, and then they clap you. So this is crazy to see this.
Long-term interests of the Gazans, but peace hasn't really worked out for them. Faced with an Israeli government which pens them into what has been called the world's largest open-air prison, they have chosen a government that most of us wouldn't prefer, one that is not given to negotiation and moderation and respect for its neighbor. Israel needs a new approach to the Palestinians, and America needs a new approach to Israel. After more than 7 decades of not just being deprived of land from which they were evicted, Palestinian frustration runs deep. It may be worth going deeper than what you may hear inside your bubble and understanding the depth to which the Palestinian people are subject to apartheid in their own land, deprived of basic necessities, and subject to relentless civil rights violations. This is not a secret. It's out there for you to see. You just have to look for it.
God damn, respect, dude. Listen, in an era where so many people are progressive in every imaginable way, except for fucking Palestine, I cannot comprehend how the ultimately centrist, annoying, liberal fucking ass MSNBC actually came out with coverage like this. This is actually crazy. Good shit. Shout out to fucking Ollie Welshi, dude. Respect. Much respect. Yeah. That not only lays out the, not only, I've never seen this kind of language on cable, that not only accepts the humanity. Hold on. But also the inhumane of their everyday. Because like this stuff is just like rarely ever mentioned, but it's so important. It's so important to Dave is making fun of you. Dude, I hate that, like, especially now that fucking Felix is also playing Dark Souls like crazy. I hate that, like, everyone in the fucking leftist and left adjacent like media circuit now knows that I never defeated the Nameless King, and therefore I am lesser than everyone. Okay, I fucking hate that. Like, if this is why I never wanted my life on Twitch to fucking slowly but surely trickle out to my other professional side, like the media and the broadcasting side. And it happened, and now I'm fucked. Like, it's just terrible, dude. Yes, we are going to now talk about how they airstriked the media building. But before we do that, okay, that was a fun little quick break there. We're going to talk about how the building in Gaza that houses media outlets was hit by Israeli airstrikes this morning and fucking leveled. But before we do that, obviously I got to run a fucking ad break airstrike of my own. But if you'd like to avoid those ads, obviously all you need to do is subscribe. You can do it for fucking $5 or with a VPN or with ad break or ad block, sorry. And I don't know. I can't do fucking segues, man. I'm doing an ad break right now, okay? You can use your Twitch Prime to avoid the ads, all right? Or VPNs or whatever. Here's the ad break now, okay? At the top of the hour. Okay, So
You have inspired me to go from a career in finance to becoming
VPN
a
gets you shadow
Marxist
banned and ad
economics
blockers don't
professor
work.
House.
Okay, well then don't use them. Sorry. Okay, so, and also I'm fucking hungover. Give me a break. Okay, suck my dick. All right. Watching you with the smell of sewer water and tear gas in the air here in the West Bank, 4-cent based. I love that there's like little fucking 4-cent bodges, 4-cent boys in fucking Palestine, dude. Little Palestinian 4-cent boys out there. Anyway, all right. Why are you hungover? You know alcohol is against Islam? Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Bitch. Okay.
So this is a building that many journalists use, that journalists operate openly and have for many years, including the Associated Press.
Hold on 1 second. I just have to fucking run to make sure that there is no TOS here. Okay, there isn't. Sorry.
Said that Hamas militants use it, that they have a hiding place underneath the building. I don't know. I've never been down below the building. I don't know what happens there. I can't guarantee that Hamas may have some subterranean structure, but I have been there and operated there, as have many other journalists, and I've seen no indication at all that in the past this was being used to house Hamas or shelter Hamas, or that it was any kind of a military facility.
Dude, even the dude who's like trying desperately to make sense of this is like, I've never seen it. Maybe it's in the basement. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a Hamas hideout. Like, dude, listen, if you're the chief foreign correspondent, like, yeah, your coverage is, for the most part, going to be a little one-sided, okay? It's like second nature for you. You're so used to just like, throwing out the propaganda lines where you're just like, there's sometimes, I don't know, there was a guy that looked weird. Maybe he was Hamas, maybe he wasn't, who knows? He's like, but this is so fucking unacceptable. It's so unacceptable that like, even this motherfucker's like, subterranean basements, there's a tunnel system. Everybody knows tunnels exist.
Keep up the good work, Hassel.
According to Israel, Hamas seems to be hiding in every important and infrastructure building in Gaza, so they just have to bomb it. Definitely not war crimes. No, totally not. It's like, bro, this is you know what? You know what I just realized?
There is a
Israel has been doing in a video game defenses by just being like, oh, if you do war crimes by bombing a hospital, or if you do war crimes by bombing a school, if you do war crimes by bombing a fucking media building, okay, if you do war crimes by deliberately bombing residential neighborhoods and buildings within residential neighborhoods, the cheat code is by saying, oh, there was Hamas there, okay? It is in a video game equivalent of bombing the shit out of a densely populated area that you have literally fucking pushed and blocked access to. You've pushed all these people to and blocked access from the rest of the world to. It's just in a video game defense. It's foolproof. It's the cheat code. They really got to nerf that shit, dude. Sorry, boys. We had to blow up wells because, Hamas drinks water. And, that's valuable resources that Hamas was taking advantage of. So we had to fucking blow up, just infrastructure that all the citizens, all the Palestinian citizens use to live. So, here, let's finish this and then I'll show you the other thing.
The city is very dense. Hamas does operate in the city, but I have never seen any evidence to suggest that this was a military target. And already there are...
Not propaganda, he's being responsible to the truth. I have no reason to suspect Hamas' presence in the building is the strongest statement he can make in full confidence. Dog, if the Associated Press and Al Jazeera fucking... locations are inside of that building and it's literally like a Palestinian owned building that is occupying or is housing like fucking media organizations in there, and the media literally is there, and they're like, we've fucking not seen Hamas in here. What the fuck are you guys talking about? Like, that is literally just basically saying this is ridiculous in the nicest way that you can put it, while still like relatively favoring the IDF side on this.
Many cries in Gaza and outside of Gaza from journalists that this was an attempt by Israel to punish those reporting in Gaza, to try and silence voices that are speaking out in Gaza about the assaults. Israel is bombing Gaza to stop rockets falling on Israeli cities, which is clearly a legitimate military target. I'm here in Tel Aviv right now. In the last several hours, I've heard air raid sirens going off in the city. I've seen Israel.
Boys, it's everything is Antifa. Everything is Antifa. You know, all BLM protesters are actually just rioters and looters, and everything is Hamas. It's a really good way to just fucking neatly wrap everything up. You're just like, oh, did we deliberately bomb these targets? Well, fucking Hamas, dude.
Israelis running to their shelters. At least one 6-year-old Israeli man.
Oh, yeah, of course. He's a chief foreign correspondent, so he's fucking on the phone and reporting from Tel Aviv. Yeah. Yeah, the fucking, the other correspondent who's in Gaza, I wonder what his take is on whether it's a fucking Hamas building or not.
Man was killed.
No, he's not getting bombed. He's in fucking Tel Aviv, bitch. I mean, he is getting bombed, but like, you know, he's under the protective coverage of the Iron Dome, so he's like, yeah, it's very complicated to
a legitimate military target. I'm here in Tel Aviv right now. In the last several hours, I've heard air raid sirens going off in the city. I've seen Israelis running to their shelters. At least one 6-year-old Israeli man was killed just outside of Tel Aviv today. So Israel feels under attack. It is bombing Hamas in Gaza, but bringing down a building that houses journalists and has long housed journalists is a different kind of act. And the way it played out.
Just say it, you fucking pussy. Just say it with your entire fucking chest, okay? I think he meant 60-year-old man. Just shut up, guys. Just literally, like, what are you doing? Like, what he's just like, it's a different kind of conflict. Like, this dude, so much. Like, what happened, bro? Did you, while you were rushing to fucking get to the bombshell, did you hit your head on the way there or something? Like, did one of the intercepted bombs, like, did they hit you directly in the head? It's a war crime. You're a fucking journalist, dude. Your literal job is to report the news, okay? It's a fucking war crime. They blew up the media building, dog. That's fucking insane. That, like, even after that, he's still trying to use passive language and fucking failing to do so, where it's like, well, the nuance of this escalation of artillery shelling and propulsion fueled metallic objects flying throughout space into the direction and vicinity of targeted Hamas locations in the context of, it's like, dude, they literally blew a media building. Okay? They blew a media building up. What the fuck are you doing? That's you, homie. That's your friends. Okay?
Free Palestine.
That is first, the owner of the building received a warning phone call telling the media organizations to evacuate. They had 1 hour, they were told, to evacuate. And then there was a mad scramble to get out their equipment, to get themselves out, and to salvage what they could.
Come on, bro. They gave him a fucking 1 hour warning. Hey, guess what else happened there, by the way? Here is the people, some of these motherfuckers have just like lost their goddamn minds, okay? Time to investigate why AP, Al Jazeera, and other media outlets picked the Hamas military base as their offices in Gaza. This is a war crime they must be held accountable for.
News on a weekend? Love it, but it shows how bad it is right now. Solidarity with Palestine.
Like, what a fucking psychotic take, dude. Oh, actually, it's the AP and Al Jazeera's fault, dude. What the fuck? Why did they pick this building? The Uno reverse card. I mean, I'm sorry, dude. But, like, does anyone buy this anymore? I don't understand. Does anyone buy this? He's not joking. I don't think he's... Is Israel trying to make themselves look bad or what? No, they're just fucking... They're so used to it. They're so fucking used to it. Okay? That it doesn't matter. And two, most people, they're just like, most people are not going to, most people haven't fucking criticized the IDF in this way before. So they're just like doing their old, they're just doing their old propaganda, just like ramped up a little bit. No, he's not. He's not fucking joking, dude. He's literally not joking. Or maybe he is joking, actually. I don't know. I don't know, dude. I mean, he writes op-eds in fucking Newsweek, LA Times, NBC News.
Hassle.
Fighting the war against dehumanization. I can't tell. I mean, this is so psychotic. No, he isn't. Check his profile. Okay, I'm just gonna look really quickly because usually there's some bloody shit on there. What? Oh my god.
Big titty goth girls.
Oh my god. No, he isn't joking. Oh my god. Oh my god. His take was so psychotic, especially from like a dude with the fucking rainbow pride flag on their fucking profile, that I literally thought maybe he was joking, dude. Simple question for AP. Did you know you were sharing office space with Hamas? Hi, Trevor Noah. Trevor Noah isn't anti-Semitic because of how critical he is of Israel. That's just extra. What the fuck? Get the fuck out of it. Dude, I literally thought he was joking. This is such a, oh my God, this is such a fucking insane. Okay, here. I just want to show you guys, okay? So this is the other part of the fucking process here. The owner of Al Jalal Tower is trying to plead with an Israeli officer on live television to let journalists collect their gear before they bomb it, dude.
احنا يعني 10 دقائق ما حيصير شيء بين الساعه 3 والساعه 3 و10 العماره مش حترجع تاني خلص يعني احنا بدنا 4 تنفار بس 4 وكلهم لابسين الدروع مش حيروحوا يجيبوا اجهزه قتاليه ولا حيجيبوا كاميراتهم وشغلهم هذول.
He's like, dude, come on, they got press vests on. Like, just can they just like grab their cameras?
مباشر يعني هاي كلهم هاي بشوفهم تو رجعوا كانوا كلهم في المستشفى في مكان وين قتلوا ال10 انفار امبارح في المجزره. هذول كلهم هيك الناس الجايه ما في حدا منهم مخرب. اذا اعطينا 10 دقائق ساور المسؤول.
Like, imagine fucking literally being like, imagine negotiating to like preserve your archives. You know what I mean? Like, the bombing is gonna happen. Like, it's gonna happen. There is no stopping this bombing. But like, can we please get a little bit more time so that before you bomb my fucking building down to the goddamn ground,
Hi.
like, let's just get the fucking media equipment out.
يعني 10 دقائق ما حيصير شيء. تفضل.
يدخلوا العماره ولا واحد صار الناس
احنا محترمين رايكم يا عمي احنا ما بنقول لكم بدنا نيجي غصب عنكم. اعطينا 10 دقائق.
لا اخوي ليش 10 دقائق القيت احنا صار لنا ساعه نفس الناس بدنا انه الناس يرجعوا للعماره للبرج دكتور خطر من شانهم مش من شاني هذا حياتهم مش حياتي.
بقول احنا الا نتجادل معك الا 10 دقائق لو في ال10 دقائق سبحت لنا الروح كان راحوا جابوا الاجهزه تاعتهم ورجعوا. يعني احنا مش باكين على الجهاز خلاص انت.
Listen, we're not crying about the building. It's fine. You can do whatever you want. Like, god damn, bro. Like, he's just like, he's given up on the building, dude. Like, he's just like, okay. Like, can you imagine fucking the level of Stockholm syndrome you're on where you're just like held captive and hostage by Israel to the degree that like,
Sag.
you know, that you're just negotiating the terms of the bombing of your own building. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. You've already given up on the building itself, but you're just like, can we just please get the fucking equipment and the archives out? Like, there's live coverage that was fucking happening that, you know, that we had to stop. You think that Israel did that because the publication Al Jazeera has published against the Israeli government? I mean, do you want my honest opinion? Yes, I do. I absolutely, without a fucking shred of a doubt, believe that the IDF is doing this to punish media outlets that are reporting the news from the Palestinian side. I 1000% believe this. I don't give a fuck if you think that's like anti-Semitic. I don't give a fuck if you think I'm like conspiratorial. They 1,000,000% are doing this for that purpose. It's absolutely fucking bullshit to say otherwise. Okay? It's absolutely fucking bullshit to say otherwise. Suck my dick. Okay? But even if that's not the reason, you can't just fucking bomb that is just an aggravating factor on top of everything else that's going on. But like, regardless, the reason why there are rules of engagement and like how to wage war, which, you know, Western nations, colonist nations, imperialist, bloodthirsty nations like Israel and the United States routinely fucking, you know, break those rules. But the reason why those rules exist is because you are creating a space, or you're basically saying like, there's no fucking free coverage. There's no free press here. We don't want you to fucking report on this shit. We will bomb the fuck out of you. That's the reason why. That's the reason why you can't bomb press buildings. Okay? That's the reason why you can't fucking do that. Because it's intimidation against the free press. It goes completely against the principles of like Western egalitarian liberalism, which has never fully been realized or has ever existed. But at the very least, in theory, the West tries to fucking hold that shit against like other countries around the world. Why would they let the supposed Hamas military leave the building if they really had a base there? If they just fucking bombed it with the journalists in it, it would be a wrap. I think that's why they know that they can't go that far. They just want to intimidate, and they also want to prevent you from doing coverage. They want the media to prevent. They want to prevent the media from doing coverage. They want to make it as hard as possible. Next is bombing hospitals. Hamas was using hospitals as a human shield. What do you mean next? You mean previous? You think IDF has not bombed hospitals already? You think the IDF hasn't bombed literal fucking school buildings, banks? Did I say Hamas? I meant IDF.